Hi, Audrey. Megan McCracken here. First of all, ignore the weird lighting in my office. I apologize for that. But in this video, I am just throwing together a few tips and tricks that you can use to improve your online presence and be able to grow your business that way. And you might be asking why I've made this video. And I make this for business owners. I work with roofing contractors across particularly the Mountain West. And basically, I just like to be able to put some good out into the world, even if business owners decide not to move forward with speaking with me, they can still use these tips and tricks and implement them themselves. So if that's you, that's totally fine. However, I have had business owners also come back to me and say, well, Megan, I like you, so please just do this for me because I don't know how. And so if that is you, I'd be happy to chat more about your goals, learn more about you and your company. Um, but like I said, if not, I hope that the tips can still help your business. So I'll just kind of hop right into it. I'll mostly be discussing things with your website today. So I'll be going over content, backlinks, and then Google Maps listings or local listings. So the very first thing with your website when we're on here, actually one thing that I did actually want to point out is I noticed that it doesn't look like your website is connected to your Google business profile. So when I had searched True Green Roofing Solutions. So your Google business profile pulled up. Most of the time, if the website is connected, it shows right here where people can just click on the website. But in your case, I couldn't. So I was able to find your website here because I had Googled specifically for your company name. But so that's just an FYI. You'll definitely want to connect that to your business profile. Um, in regards to the website itself, there is kind of a lot happening on the main page. Obviously, I can tell that there's a lot of effort to get ranked by having, a lot of words and a lot of keywords, which is great. As a rule of thumb, Google likes to see about 1,500 words on the homepage that are relevant, and it looks like you definitely have a lot of words. Let's see even how many. Yeah, so you're pretty close. You're doing a lot better than a lot of business owners in regards to that. But Google does also like to see obviously the most relevant keywords. So I'm going to be looking at two of your competitors. One is in Reno specifically. The other one is in Minden because I noticed that you're ranking a lot for Minden. So my assumption is that you're wanting to continue to have business there as well. So we'll look first. This is your website. So this is a website called Ahrefs that will show kind of the general rankings, keywords, backlinks of a website. And so this is your website, and it will show you how your position is doing. It will show you how much volume of how many searches are coming in each day, and how many are coming to your website from those searches. So for Minden Roof Company, you're in the seventh slot. So you are in the top 10, but you're only getting 3 out of 40 people a day. If they're searching between like 40 and 80 people on average a day are searching for Minden Roof Company. If only 3 to 5 of those people are coming to you, you're missing out on the majority of searches of people that could be potentially finding your services. And then you're ranking even higher for everything else as well, including things for Minden, and then, there isn't much going on for specific people searches of like Reno, Nevada. So one of your competitors is Joe's Roofing in Reno. And so if we look at their keywords, let's see. Yeah. So obviously they're ranking for their own company name, but then like Roof Repair Reno, they're number two, roofing contractor Reno number two, roofers Reno, Nevada, roofing Reno. So that's a lot of business that you're missing out on by not being ranked for Reno as well. Unless if your headquarters are in Reno and that's what's on your Google business profile, that's fine. But in that case, that's also something that you would want to address with your Google business profile so that people are finding you in the direct or in the correct regions too. Um, so if that's irrelevant, that's totally fine, but we can still compare to Minden. So this is I'm not sure if it's pronounced coin roofing or coiny roofing, um, but they're ranking number one for Minden roof replacement, Minden commercial roofing contractor, Minden roofing repair, Minden roofing replacement. So they're ranking in the top 5 for like everything Minden. So these are the two guys for Reno and for Minden. A lot of these searches that you're missing out on. As well. And so that is the first thing is with your website, actually a couple things with your website. It's just a little bit outdated, so you definitely want to make it bolder and simpler. So again, if you look at Joe's, like it's just really bold with, especially with those initial scrolls, catches the eye. Same with these guys, honestly, even these guys could afford to to update their website too, though. But Joe's is a really good example um, of kind of the type of aesthetic that you would want to be looking for. Because what also matters to Google is not only how many clicks you get to your website, but how many people stay on your website. There's a thing called bounce back rate, which Google looks at as well. Um, and so, whoops. So in your case, because it's so busy and because there are things that like aren't loading and stuff like that, there's a good chance that people are clicking on your website and then clicking out of it and finding another one. So that's also hurting your ranking. So that's the first thing is content. The next thing are backlinks. So backlinks are other websites linking to your website and saying, hey, these guys are the experts, you should listen to them. And Google cares a lot about backlinks. And so if we look at how many, whoops, you have, and Google only cares about do follow links, so links that don't have a zero next to them. So you have about 20 that are do follow links, so not bad. If we look at Joe's, for example, whoops, sorry, that froze for there for a second. But if we go back and look at Joe's roofing, whoops, Joe's actually doesn't have that many referring domains. So backlinks is definitely a missed opportunity that they're not utilizing for referring domains that you could for sure be exploiting and taking advantage of for Reno to help yourself get ranked. So that's for Joe's. And then for these guys, we can look at theirs. They also don't have that many referring domains. So as a rule of thumb, you kind of want to double what your competitor is doing. So each of them are only have between like a dozen and 20. So you could, if you could get up to 40 referring domains of relevant links. So let's say one of these links was like homecontractorexperts.com and linking back to your website as the roofing experts in Reno and or in Minden, Carson City, what have you. Google's going to like that a lot because quantity of backlinks does matter, but Google also cares a lot about the quality of them. So that is the next thing is backlinks is chasing all of those down. There's websites you can use to get those backlinks called like Linkjuice and Majestic that can help you to get your website linked on these other websites so that Google starts to know, okay, these guys really know what they're doing because these other websites are saying so, if that makes sense. So that's the second thing. The very last thing are Google Maps listings. So that is what happens when you Google, let's see, roofing company, Minden, Nevada. That was how I found Coin Roofing. But so these are the top 3 slots that you want to be in for the region in which people are searching for you. Is that your Google business profile will show up in one of these top 3 slots because most people aren't clicking on more businesses. They're just going to find one of these. Now, I saw that you have excellent reviews, so you really should be in these top 3 slots because people like this shouldn't be ranking. You should be able to be in the top 3 slots because you offer a quality service. And the way that you do that is by having a thing called citations. And citations are just a bunch of different websites across the web where your business's information is listed. So here you can see where like what citations you have and which ones you don't have. Now you actually have a decent amount of citations in comparison with your competitors, but because of number one, the fact that your website isn't linked to your Google business profile, your website's not ranked, and you're still missing out on at least 40%, if not more. This was from just a quick search, but you're likely missing more than just these 22 sites. You're missing out on the opportunity to show up in those top 3 slots. So once you can do those things of just improving the content of your website, getting some backlinks, and going into each one of these websites and submitting your business information so that Google sees that you have the most citations, so you can show up in those top 3 slots, you're going to be golden. You're going to be serving more people. Like I said, you offer a really quality service, so you deserve to have that business, and those people or people in your area deserve to use you for their business and for their homes because you offer a quality service, and roofing is really important in that regard. So if you have any questions, I'd love to chat more. Again, my name is Megan McCracken. My phone number is 385-315-7439. I hope these were helpful. But yeah, let's hop on a discovery call. And if not, I just hope you have a good day. Thanks, Audrey. Bye.